Alright, so I have made at least 2 videos now talking about the recent failures of Call of Duty, and I want to focus on something different today. This will be my last video on Call of Duty probably for a while, so I wanted to kind of end it on a higher note. How Activision and whoever else is running Call of Duty and doing all that shit can fix their game. The franchise can save the franchise. Well, Call of Duty, the Master Chief Collection. You saw the thumbnail. You might be thinking, what does this mean? If you don't know what that means, it means, well, like Halo, the Master Chief Collection, and what that is they took Halo, the first Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach, and Halo 3 ODST, and they combine all the games into one central IP. So it would have, your rank would be across all of them, I'm pretty sure, and it would have all the campaigns of those games, all of the maps and stuff for multiplayer. And that's what made it perfect. You didn't have to spend money to get all the different games, and it brought all these older Halo games to the new Xbox. And what if they did something like that with World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3? The original ones, of course. That wouldn't be that hard to do. And that could save the franchise, because those are some of the most beloved games in the entire franchise. I mean, take a look at the campaigns, first of all. The original Modern Warfare 2 campaign is the best COD campaign that will probably ever be made. Nothing can top that. They combine that with all of World at War zombie maps, along with BO1 and BO2 zombie maps, but all in one IP, so you didn't have to constantly go between different games. There's something there that would work. Now, at launch, it would just include the basic stuff that's within all those games, but there's a lot of cut content throughout all of them. Cut multiplayer maps, cut weapons, cut zombies maps, maybe even cut campaign missions. Throughout, I guess, the updates that they're gonna bring to it, or they can add all of the cut content, and which would drag in more of a player base, because that stuff probably none of us have ever even seen before. Instead of them continuing to make new games with more movement that we don't like, with more bundles that we're not going to buy, make something that we already like, that they know we're going to play, and that they know we're going to continuously play. Now let's talk about how this would work. How they would necessarily sell this. Well, if this is going to work, if they don't want to piss off the player base, it should be sold at least, or I mean at most, the cost of one Call of Duty game. Because they didn't sell MCC for the price of, well, all 6 games in there combined. They sold it for the price of one, which, honestly, for older games, and something like this is a reasonable price. And no bundles. None, not at all. I don't want to. If this miracle comes true, I do not want to see a bundle in that. Not one. I don't even want it to be mentioned, because that's what's ruined a lot of modern day Call of Duty. something they could also do with it is bring campaign co-op to all of those games, because I don't know if the original Modern Warfare's even had campaign co-op. I mean, that could be something they could experiment with, which would bring more people in. I mean, I'm just listing off ideas that could be in that, and who knows, maybe a modder or something like that will make that in the Call of Duty community, because honestly, at this point, leave it to the community, what's left of it, to make something good. Because I don't expect that out of Activision anymore. This is just more me saying what I wish would happen, or I wish would have happened a long time ago. They should have done this instead of releasing Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 was a marketing sham, but I'm not gonna talk about Black Ops 6 in this video. I'm gonna talk about what Call of Duty: The Master Chief Collection should be. I gotta call it something different. But if they did this, right, with all of the old content, again, that they know that we like, it would give newer players to Call of Duty a good introduction into the actual player base, instead of people getting their first COD today, you know, Black Ops 6, or the newer Modern Warfares, or even BO7 being people's first Call of Duties. That kind of ruins the experience of the old Call of Duties. For an example, when I first tried Black Ops 3 Zombies, I remember getting mad because it was a bit harder than Black Ops 6 or Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Because look, I'm gonna be honest, Modern Warfare 3, the new one, was my first Call of Duty. And that made me realize that, no wonder why people say the new games are shit, because the old games actually had to be experienced to play. You actually had to try. Nowadays, you just sit in a corner, tie a rubber band around your controller trigger, and just leave it there for a couple hours, and there you go. You've unlocked everything in the game, and you can delete it once and for all. That's not fun. And they took away so much from the community. I mean, custom emblems, that was something in Black Ops 3 that people loved. I mean, I know some people went crazy with it, but that's what you're supposed to do. They've gone really weak with letting the player base do what they want. In fact, you can get banned in a open public chat in the games for saying the word dumb. Yeah, dumb. I'll put it in quotes. I see people getting banned for the stupidest shit. They need to take that away too. They need to give freedom back to the voices of the people in the game chat. Because that is what Call of Duty should be like. I mean, you can't enjoy Call of Duty if you're not getting screamed at for dying too much by some guy that probably lives across the country that you don't even know. I mean, without that, I don't see a Call of Duty. I mean, I played the original Modern Warfare 2. Wasn't my, like I said, it wasn't my first COD game, but in the 10 minutes I played the multiplayer of that, I mean, I played the whole campaign, but in the 10 minutes I played the multiplayer of that, I enjoyed it about 50 times more than, I guess, Call couple hours of gameplay I have on the newer Call of Duties, I mean, that just says something. And if you're one of those people out there that's saying, but the new Call of Duty games are more fun, and they're really good. If you're saying that and you haven't tried the older Call of Duties, then try them. Play them. Play the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, the original one. I mean, if you have played the old games and you genuinely enjoy the new games better, then you can't. At least you tried the old stuff and you experienced it. But if you're saying this stuff without trying it, then I don't know what to say, but you're pretty dumb. It's like saying you don't like Taco Bell because, well, it makes people shit themselves, but you've never tried Taco Bell before, and you've never, well, shit yourself because of Taco Bell before. That's a bad comparison. But it's like not liking a food, but you never tried it. It's stupid. Makes you look stupid. So, just give it a try. I mean, the game I'm playing for the, just the background for this is it's Modern Warfare 2's campaign, the original one, remastered. With the remastered graphics and everything. And oh my god, it's incredible. Back on the Call of Duty MCC, they take all those games, put it into one central IP of a game, and dedicate time to developing it, fixing the bugs, and expanding on what there already is. Think about it. What if they made expanded versions of the zombies maps? Added more areas, added more weapons to them. Even took some of the weapons from Modern Warfare 2 and put them in Black Ops 2 Zombies. They could do that. Cross the guns from the different games into different game engines. They could do that. They could do anything with this. You don't understand what they could do. They could quite literally do anything. They can bring custom maps into the base game so you don't have to just be on PC to play them. They can make a tab for custom maps, kind of like how Dying Light 2 does. You know, I'm on play on Xbox, so I can't make custom maps. I can still play them. They could do that with Call of Duty MCC. Make a tab in the homepage for custom maps, and you could say Zombies custom maps from, let's say, if you want to, today, you want to play a Call of Duty Zombies custom map from World at War or Black Ops 2. You can either do a random one or find one in the tab yourself. The way they could do this, it's not necessarily hard to do, but it's harder than it looks. But it's at the same time, it's easy to do. I mean, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how to code that well, but if 343 could do it, Halo Studios are calling now, and you know how badly they have screwed up in the past. If they could do it and do something good, then you could do it, Activision. You know, I actually started making these Call of Duty videos. This is going off topic, but I started making these videos on the topic of Call of Duty because a YouTuber, Blame Truth, or the Codfather. I'm only mentioning him because I think he's great. You should definitely watch his videos. Because if I didn't start watching his videos, I wouldn't have the idea to talk about, Call of Duty. And how badly, I guess, they've messed up. I don't blame Truth or the Codfather. The Codfather is probably not gonna watch this video, but I'm giving him a shout out, I guess. Go look at his videos. They're awesome. I gotta catch up on them because I haven't watched them in a little bit. But go watch his videos. He will give you a lot more insight than my 2 videos have. But just go watch them. I'll also link the other 2 Call of Duty videos in my comment section. And a link to Blame Truth's channel. I'll call him the Codfather's channel. And just go watch him. He's funny. And points this stuff out. And well, back to the Call of Duty MCC. If, let's say this, how Halo Master Chief Collection worked is if you wanted to play multiplayer and you didn't want to do custom games, which I'll get into that kind of topic later, you just want to do regular multiplayer, you could choose which you wanted to do. There would be, hey, you want to do Firefight? Or yeah, let's do Firefight. Well, do you want to do Halo Reach Firefight? Or Halo 3 ODST Firefight? I'll try both. Which game modes? And it would let you choose what you didn't want to do and what you did want to do. They could incorporate that with this whole thing. Not with just with zombies. Or, the Spec Ops mission activity things and the Modern Warfares, but also in the multiplayer as well. You should choose which maps you want to play from which games, or which games you even want to play at whichever time you want. Giving the community more free choice to do that would just bring more people into the game, because people love choosing what they want to play inside of a game that they like. I mean, instead of forcing people into a map that no one likes, they just leave the game when they enter that map, only to get into that map again and again, and then removing that map, but it just says F you to the few people who like that map. Why not give people the choice to choose between different maps, at least? Now, custom games. So what is a custom game? In Halo, custom games is a set game community made where, I don't know, they tamper with which weapons you start with, how fast you run, how high you jump, how much damage you do, how much health you have, melee damage or whatever. They can do something like that with custom games on, for example, if someone does a custom game on Transit, that zombies map, right? And they want to give us more health to make it feel a bit like the newer Call of Duty games. Well, they could give us more health to take, 10 hits from the zombies. And make us do a little bit more damage. Or they want to make it harder on us, make it so we're a 1 hit and we do less damage. And also bigger lobbies. 4-player zombies will always be a classic, but why not 6-player? I'm just throwing that out there for them to experiment with. Like I said, they could do anything with this, because they wouldn't be tampering with the actual original game. They would be tampering with this, which is just crossing them all into MCC. Call of Duty Master Chief Collection. Keep the old games there separately, but put them in this central IP as well. Because it will work. Guaranteed it will work. They should listen to their community for once and try this. I think I might be the only one who's thought of this. Maybe not. If you have thought of something like this before, just put it in the comments if you watched the video. Or if you even made it up to this point, just say something in the comments. That would really help. But just listen to the community. Activision should listen to their community. If they did, they wouldn't have a bad game. At least not one that's as bad as this. Maybe they do listen to their community, because a lot of their community now is the newer players that like their new games. Maybe that's the problem. Who knows? But that story is just for another video, possibly. If I do another video on the Call of Duty topic. I like to say, though, the franchise is not completely over. They still have a chance to do this, and maybe I'm just throwing it out there, they won't mess up so bad with Modern Warfare 4. If that even comes true. My last thing about what this would be like is something about the ranking system. I like to specify more on that. Instead of having, 6 different ranking systems, so when you were playing one game you'd have like a different rank than another, just make one rank. Because that would just make it easier, and I don't think anybody would want to grind to play or whatever, play the game until they get Prestige 4 on 6 different occasions all over again. I mean, unless they don't have a life, which, God rest your soul. But just, I don't know, make it one central rank across the whole thing. And maybe don't take all of our weapons away when we want to reset a rank, because I just found that really annoying. Made me not want to hit a higher prestige. I don't know, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. I'll leave it to you to decide for that kind of stuff. Or we just decide this whole thing. Like I said, I'm just putting this all out there as a theory or something they could do. And to the people who watch this video, send it to your friends, expand on this, actually talk about this. If you want to. I'm not forcing you to do anything, but if you want to. Thank you for watching, and this will be it for now.